coffee cooling by the window while your laughter filled the light. I still leave the lamp on softly, like you're walking through the door. And every quiet corner whispers what we used to be before. Now the silence wears your shadow like a coat I cannot fold. And this house keeps all the echoes of the love it used to hold. When your name still felt like home, every broken part could rest, like the world was warm around me, beating softly in my chest. Now the nights are growing colder since your fingers let me go, but my heart still says your name, like somewhere you still know. When your name still felt like home. The curtains dance at midnight to the rhythm of the rain, and the photographs beside me still refuse to fade away. I trace your smile in silence like a prayer beneath my skin, trying not to lose the feeling of the life we used to live. Every memory keeps glowing like gold beneath the blue, and no matter where this road ends, part of me still lives in you. And your name still felt like home. Every lonely fear would sleep, like your heartbeat wrapped around me, holding every fragile piece. Now the moonlight fills the empty way your warmth was long ago, but my soul still runs toward you like a place it used to know. And your name still felt like maybe love does not disappear, maybe it changes shape, living quietly inside the spaces nothing else can replace. And maybe somewhere in another life, we're still dancing in the kitchen lights, still believing forever survive somewhere beyond goodbye. When your name still felt like home, I was never scared to fall. Every dream had light around it, every room could hold it all. Though the seasons keep on changing and your touch has long since gone, part of me will stay beside you even after moving on. When your name still felt like my everything, now memory still feels like home. Your sweater still hangs by the doorway, like you'll come back any day. And the dust moves through the morning light in the same familiar way. I still reach across the bed sometimes, half asleep inside the dark, but all I ever seem to find is the echo of your heart. Missing you sadness that slowly rearranges hearts. The quiet shape of missing you lives in every little thing, in the space beside the window, in the silence when I sing. It follows me through crowded rooms, like a shadow dressed in blue, soft and endless as the midnight. The quiet shape of missing you. I hear your voice inside the rainfall, falling softly on the street, and every late night passing train still sounds like your heartbeat. I pretend I've grown around it, like the pain is finally gone, but some loves leave gentle fingerprints that forever linger on. And no one sees the way I carry what I never got to lose, because heartbreak doesn't always shatter. Sometimes it simply stays with you. The quiet shape of missing you sleeps beneath my tired skin, like a candle softly burning in a room I'm trapped within. Every memory keeps breathing, even after all this time, and your absence paints the darkness in invisible silver lines. The quiet shape of missing you. Maybe healing isn't leaving, maybe it's learning how to stay with the ghost of what once held you, without letting it decay. And maybe love becomes a river, flowing underneath the years, still reflecting little pieces of the joy and of the tears. The quiet shape of missing you still waits beside my soul at night, like the moon upon the water, softly trembling in the light. Though the seasons keep on changing and our story faded through, part of me will always recognize the quiet shape of missing you. Still missing you. The quiet shape of missing you. The quiet shape of missing you. Streetlights shimmer on the pavement, like the nights we used to drive. Windows down beneath the summer, with your laughter next to mine. Every cafe glows like memory, every skyline feels the same, and every little spark of midnight still somehow whispers your name. proof you once were true. Every light reminds me of us, golden halos in the dark, like the city keeps repeating all the pieces of my heart. Every neon reflection, every moon above the blue, feels like someone softly painting little portraits made of you. Every light reminds me of us. The movie sign down on the corner still burns red against the rain, and the stars above the river call your memory again. I still wear your old gray jacket when the nights get cold and slow, like somehow your warmth still lingers in the threads I cannot let go. Some people disappear forever, some stay quietly inside, and no matter where I wander, your light follows through my life. Every light reminds me of us, like a fire that never fades, living softly in the background of the choices that I've made. Every window glowing warmly, every sunrise breaking through, feels like heaven left reminders of the love I found in you. Every light reminds me of us. Maybe love becomes illumination long after hands let go, a quiet kind of radiance the lonely learn to know. Maybe every shining moment carries traces of the past, tiny echoes of forever in a world that moves too fast. Every light reminds me of us, in the silence, in the crowd, like your soul still brushes softly through the spaces all around. And though time keeps pulling forward, there are things it cannot undo, because every light still finds me and leads my heart back to you. Every light reminds me of us, still reminds me of you. Every light still feels like you. Candles burned down slowly while the rain touched every street. You were tracing little circles with your fingers over me. The city glowed behind us like a dream we couldn't keep, and the midnight felt eternal in the quiet where we breathed. But even beautiful moments learn to disappear with time. directions floating somewhere in the mind. Softly, the night became memory, like smoke dissolving in the dawn. Every whisper, every heartbeat still lingers, though you're gone. And sometimes when the moon is silver, I can feel you passing through, like the night still carries pieces of the love I had with you. Softly, the night became memory. Your jacket on my shoulders still felt warmer than the spring, and your eyes held little galaxies. I was too afraid to leave. We talked until the sunrise, like forever had no end, never knowing life could separate two souls that once had blended. Now the silence holds the outline of the world we used to know, and every dream returns me to the places I can't go. Softly, the night became memory, like waves retreating from the shore, still touching every corner, though they're not here anymore. And every golden street light feels like something left behind, little echoes of your presence still alive inside my mind. Softly, the night became memory. Maybe nothing truly leaves us. Maybe love just changes form, turning into quiet shadows that survive beyond the storm. And maybe every sleepless midnight carries traces of the past, tiny fragments of forever, hidden softly in the dark. Softly, the night became memory, but your warmth still fills the air, like a song that keeps on playing long after no one's there. Though the years keep moving onward, and the sky becomes brand new, part of every fading evening still belongs to me and you. Softly, the night became memory. Still belongs to you. The night became memory, still shining through. I still leave the window open when the midnight air turns cold, like some part of me believes your soul still wanders home. The clock keeps moving forward, but certain moments stay frozen softly in the corners that time cannot erase. And though the world grows louder, there's one thing that remains: a quiet conversation still living in my veins. I still speak to you in silence when the stars begin to fade, in the spaces between heartbeats, in the words I never say. And every lonely evening when the moonlight fills the room, I still send my love to find you through the silence like perfume. I still speak to you in silence. Beside me feels warmer than it should, and sometimes I still hear you inside the quiet wood. The rain against the rooftop sounds like the way you'd breathe, soft and steady like forever, still surrounding everything. Maybe love was never meant to vanish when we part. Maybe it becomes the language that survives inside the heart. I still speak to you in silence, like your spirit lingers near. Every memory keeps glowing, whispering into my ears. And though your hands are distant and your shadows out of view, there are conversations only my soul can have with you. I still speak to you in silence. Chance to say to you, I still speak to you in silence, even after all this time. Through the fading glow of evening, through the hush of midnight skies. And if love can cross the distance between memory and truth, then somewhere in the quiet still whisper back there too. I still speak to you in silence. Oh, still speaking to you. In silence, I still speak to you. Oh coffee cup still waits beside me, like you never really left. And every note beneath my fingers pulls another hidden breath. I try to bury every feeling under ordinary days, but the melodies keep finding all the words I couldn't say. Some hearts speak in conversation, some only break in song. And every key I softly touch still tells me where you've gone. The piano knows what I couldn't say. Every ache I tried to hide, every tear behind the silence, every shadow left inside. And when my hands begin to tremble, it still carries me somehow, turning all my quiet sorrow into something beautiful now. The piano knows what I couldn't say. Late at night, the room grows softer under moonlit shades of blue, and every chord becomes a memory still wrapped around with you. The echoes dance across the ceiling like your voice inside the dark, leaving little pieces of you pressed forever in my heart. I never learned to say goodbye without falling all apart, so the music learned the language that was sleeping in my heart. The piano knows what I couldn't say. Every longing left behind, every moment I still replay in the corners of my mind. Though your touch has faded slowly from the surface of my skin, the melodies still hold the places where your love once lived within. The piano knows what I couldn't say. Maybe music keeps the feelings that our voices couldn't hold, turning pain into a river made of silver and of gold. And maybe somewhere in the distance you can hear these fragile keys calling softly through the silence, like unfinished memories. The piano knows what I couldn't say. Even now after you're gone, every note still reaches for you, like it's trying to lead me home. And though time keeps moving onward, some loves never fade away, because every song still whispers what my heart was scared to say. The piano knows what I couldn't say. Still playing for you. The piano knows what I couldn't say. Your coffee cup still waits beside me, like you never really left. And every note beneath my fingers pulls another hidden breath. try to bury every feeling under ordinary days, but the melodies keep finding all the words I couldn't say. Some hearts speak in conversation, some only break in song, and every key I softly touch still tells me where you've gone. The piano knows what I couldn't say, every ache I tried to hide, every tear behind the silence, every shadow left inside. We walked beneath the amber streetlights like the world belonged to us. Your hand was warm inside my sweater while the city moved around. The river carried little reflections of the dreams we used to hold, and every step beside you felt like a forever I could trust. But time has quiet ways of changing even hearts that once aligned. And sometimes when two people leave, their shadows stay behind. Our shadows stayed behind, dancing softly in the glow, still holding on to moments that we had to let go. And every lonely midnight, when the streets are dressed in blue, I can see our silhouettes still moving like they used to. Our shadows stay behind. The cafe by the station still smells like autumn rain, and the empty chairs beside the window whisper softly of your name. I try to build a life beyond you, try to silence all the pain, but some places keep remembering. Even when people change, love does not always disappear when goodbye finally arrives. Sometimes it lingers quietly in the corners of our lives. Our shadows stay behind, like echoes frozen in the night, still leaning close together under fading city lights. And though your voice has drifted far beyond what I can find, part of us still lives somewhere where our shadows were left behind. Our shadows stayed behind. Maybe every love story leaves traces in the air, tiny ghosts of who we were, still waiting somewhere there. And maybe every passing stranger walking through the pouring rain carries little broken pieces of a love they couldn't save. Our shadows stay behind, beneath the gold of evening skies, still laughing in the distance where forever never died. And though life keeps moving onward and the seasons redraw time, there's a part of me still standing where your shadow touches still there tonight. Snowflakes drift across the window like little ghosts of yesterday, and the city glows in silence under skies of silver gray. Your old scarf still hangs beside me, carrying traces of your scent, like the winter never realized you were gone before it came. Some people leave without leaving, their love stays quietly alive, like a fire glowing softly in the coldest part of night. The warmth you left in winter still lives beneath my skin, like your hands are wrapped around me every time the snow begins. And though the world grows colder since you drifted out of view, there's a quiet kind of comfort still remaining here from you. The warmth you left in winter. I walk the streets we wandered through, the amber evening glow, and every cafe corner still remembers us somehow. The frost upon the rooftop shines like diamonds in the dark, but nothing in this frozen city burns as brightly as your heart. Love does not always vanish when two souls become apart. Sometimes it settles gently like snowfall over the heart. The warmth you left in winter feels like candlelight at night, still protecting fragile pieces when the world turns cold outside. And every quiet morning when the pale blue daylight breaks, I still find your love beside me in the little warmth that stays. The warmth you left in winter. Maybe love becomes a season that the soul remembers through, even after all the branches lose the leaves they once knew. And maybe every falling snowflake carries whispers from the past, tiny pieces of forever meant to gently last. The warmth you left in winter still glows softly in my chest, like the memory of your heartbeat, teaching loneliness to rest. Though the years keep moving onward and the nights turn crystal blue, part of me will always carry the warmth I found in you. The warmth you left in winter. Still keeping me warm. The warmth you left still lives in winter. Hallway still remembers the sound of your midnight laugh, and the moonlight on the curtains feels like photographs of the past. I still pause beside the doorway, like your footsteps might appear, and every quiet little heartbeat still believes that you are near. Some loves disappear like thunder, some remain beneath the skin, soft as whispers in the darkness, calling us back again. If love could echo forever, I would hear you in the rain, in the silence of the midnight, in the softness of your name, and every fading memory would still glow like morning blue. If love could echo forever, it would always lead to you. If love could echo forever. The city lights are blurry through the tears I never show, and every crowded avenue still feels empty alone. I wear the songs you gave me like little pieces of your soul, trying to hold on to the warmth of something beautiful. Maybe hearts were made to carry what time can never erase, because some people leave behind a light no dark can replace. If love could echo forever, you would still be next to me, like a melody still floating through an endless memory, and every lonely evening would still shimmer softly through. If love could echo forever, I'd still be singing back to you. If love could echo maybe love becomes an echo when the touching has to end, still returning through the silence again and again and again. And maybe somewhere past the distance, beyond the ache of goodbye, our unfinished little story still survives beneath the sky. If love could echo forever, I would hear you in my heart, like the ocean hears the moonlight, even when they are apart. And though the years may keep on falling like winter turning into blue, part of every song inside me will forever belong to you. If love could echo forever, oh, forever with you. Echo forever, still calling you. blur together under tired traffic lights. Your hand rested near the window while you hummed our favorite song. And for one small endless moment, nothing in the world felt wrong. Now the roads keep moving forward, but some memories never leave. Certain nights still dry beside me, like they're breathing underneath. Your smile in the rearview rain still follows me through the dark, like a photograph still glowing in the corners of my heart. And every stormy midnight, every street light shining blue turns the windshield into memory, still reflecting little pieces of you. Your smile in the rearview rain. The radio still plays softly, songs we used to sing too loud, while the thunder rolls around me like your laughter in the clouds. I still slow beside the diner where we dance beneath neon, trying not to miss the feeling of a love that felt so strong. Some people fade like shadows, some remain in every mile. And no matter where life takes me, I still carry your smile. Your smile in the rearview rain still shines through the passing lights, like a warmth a storm could never wash away into the night. And though your voice grows distant through the years and through the blue, every road somehow keeps leading back to memories of you. Your smile in the rearview Maybe love becomes a highway stretching farther than goodbye, still reflecting broken moonlight across the soul at night. And maybe every falling raindrop carries echoes from the past, tiny pieces of forever trying softly to last. Your smile in the rearview rain still appears when nights are cold, like a fire behind the darkness, made of silver, blue, and gold. Though the world keeps turning onward and the sky becomes brand new, part of every road I travel still drives back in time to you. Your smile in the rearview rain, still driving with you. Rearview rain, still smiling through. You folded up your sweater slowly placed near the door. Like even leaving quietly still hurt too much before. No shattered glass or screaming, no anger left to fight. Just two tired hearts surrendering to the silence in our eyes. Sometimes love does not explode. Sometimes it softly fades, like candlelight at midnight, slowly slipping into gray. Nothing hurts like gentle goodbye, like your hand slipping from mine, without a storm, without a warning, just the sadness of goodbye. And your voice was soft as winter when you whispered, take your time. But nothing hurts like gentle goodbye, when love leaves without a fight. Nothing hurts like gentle goodbye. You disappeared, and every little ordinary thing became heavier with tears. I still hear the quiet shaking in the breath you tried to hide. 'Cause even when love ends softly, it still breaks you deep inside. Some endings leave destruction, some only leave the rain. But the quiet ones are somehow the hardest ones to face. Nothing hurts like gentle goodbye, like the fading of a flame, still glowing in the darkness, even after someone leaves. And every empty morning feels a little more untrue, because nothing hurts like gentle goodbye, when the love was still for you. Nothing hurts like gentle Maybe cruel words would have been easier, maybe anger would have healed, but tenderness can cut the deepest when two hearts refuse to leave. And maybe love keeps aching softly long after people part, because the gentlest goodbye still echoes through the heart. Nothing hurts like gentle goodbye, like the quiet after snow, like the ache of watching someone turn away while loving you still so. And though life keeps moving onward, part of me remains that night, still standing in the doorway under pale apartment light. Nothing hurts like gentle goodbye, still saying goodbye. Gentle goodbye still hurts tonight. faded ink across the paper, like a voice from years before. Every word still held a heartbeat, every page still carried you. Tiny pieces of a lifetime, wrapped in shades of midnight blue. I held them close beneath the moonlight, while the city slept below, trying to keep the fading warmth of a love I used to know. I folded your letters into the sky, let the wind carry them tonight, like paper wings made out of memories, disappearing into light. And every star above the darkness felt like something left behind, as your words became the heavens, floating softly through my mind. I folded your letters into the sky. Against the rooftop and the trees, while your promises kept trembling like fragile autumn leaves. I read the line that said forever, until my tears blurred every word. Funny how forever sometimes becomes the silence never heard. Some people leave with nothing, some leave entire worlds behind, and your voice still lives between the lines. I cannot stop rewinding. I folded your letters into the sky, watched them drift beyond the blue, like unfinished little prayers, still reaching out for you. And every cloud above the skyline carried echoes of your name, while my lonely heart kept searching for the warmth we couldn't save. I folded your letters into the sky. Becomes a language written somewhere in the stars, still glowing after people fade, still healing broken hearts. And maybe every falling paper knows exactly where to fly, carrying little pieces of us across the endless night. I folded your letters into the sky and watched the heavens pull them through, like the universe was keeping every word I had from you. Though the years keep moving onward and goodbye became the truth, part of me still sends my heart up through the midnight blue. Your letters into the sky, oh, still sending them to you. To the sky, still drifting through. larger since your footsteps disappeared. Even echoes sound much softer, like they're vanishing from here. Your coffee cup still waits beside me, half forgotten on the shelf. And every little quiet moment feels like losing you again. We didn't break like thunder, we didn't fall apart. We just slowly became strangers inside the same tired hearts. The sound of us fading slowly still trembles through the air, like a song becoming distant but never fully disappearing there. And every midnight silence feels heavier than before, because I can still hear forever closing softly like a door. The sound of us fading slowly. We stopped dancing in the kitchen, stopped laughing without cause, started speaking through the distance of unfinished little thoughts. And somewhere in the quiet, between the tears and time, love turned into something fragile we could no longer define. Some endings happen loudly, some dissolve beneath the rain, but the slowest kind of heartbreak leaves the deepest kind of pain. The sound of us fading slowly, like vinyl losing tone, still spinning through the darkness long after you were gone. And every empty hallway, every fading shade of blue still carries tiny echoes of the life I had with you. The sound of us fading slowly. Maybe love does not disappear, maybe it drifts away, like smoke beneath the ceiling at the ending of the day. And maybe every broken memory still hums beneath the skin, quietly reminding us of where we once had been. The sound of us fading slowly still lives inside my chest, like the final piano note that refuses yet to rest. Though the years keep moving onward and the sky becomes brand new, part of me still hears the music of the love I shared with you. The sound of us fading slowly, still fading through. turning quiet, empty mornings into softer shades of day. The world had felt so heavy before you touched my life, but somehow your gentle presence made the darkness feel alive. Some people burn like summer, some disappear like rain, but you arrived so softly, you healed me without change. You were my softest season, like spring beneath my skin, turning every broken silence into somewhere I could live. And every time you held me, the world became less blue, like even time moved slower whenever I had you. You were my softest season. Your laughter filled the evenings like candles in the dark, and every little conversation left warmth inside my heart. We danced through crowded cities like nothing could go wrong, while the moonlight wrapped around us like the chorus of a song. I never knew that comfort could feel so much like home, until your quiet kindness made my soul less alone. You were my softest season, like autumn gold at dusk. Every touch felt like a promise, built from patience and from trust. And though the leaves kept falling and the years pulled us apart, you still bloom inside the garden that survives within my heart. You were my softest season. Maybe love becomes eternal when it changes who we are, leaving traces of its beauty like constellations in the dark. And maybe every lonely winter still remembers every spring that once taught the frozen branches how to breathe again and sing. You were my softest season, still glowing after all this time, like sunlight through the curtains on a quiet morning sky. And though life keeps moving onward and forever changed its view, part of every peaceful moment still reminds my heart of you. You were my softest season, still blooming in blue. Softest season, still living through. Moonlight falling through old curtains, paint silver across the floor, like memories still wandering through this quiet little room. Your shadow softly inside the midnight blue, and every corner still remembers how it once belonged to you. Some nights feel like photographs fading slowly in the dark, still glowing with the tenderness of a once familiar heart. Moonlight falling through old curtains, feels like you are here tonight, like your voice still moves around me in the pale and fragile light, and every silent heartbeat, every dream I wander through, still turns softly toward the places where I once belonged with you. Moonlight falling through old curtains. The old piano near the window still hums your favorite tune, and the air smells faintly of roses, like an evening in June. I close my eyes and for a moment time forgets to move ahead, and your laughter fills the darkness like it never truly left. Maybe certain kinds of love never fully disappear. They become the quiet moonlight that keeps lonely people near. Moonlight falling through old curtains, like a river made of blue. Every beam across the silence still carries traces of you. And though the years keep changing, like seasons passing through, part of me still waits beside the window under moonlight, thinking of you. Moonlight falling through old curtains. Maybe love survives and echoes in the spaces left behind, living gently in forgotten rooms and sleeping in the mind. And maybe every silver midnight holds unfinished words we knew, tiny pieces of forever still glowing softly through. Moonlight falling through old curtains still wraps around my soul, like the memory of your warmth, refusing to let go. And even if tomorrow paints the sky in something new, there will always be a part Sunlight drifted through the hallway like honey on the floor. While your laughter filled the silence, I still ate forevermore. The air was warm with summer, and your fingers held my hand, like the world had stopped its spinning just to let us softly stand. Now the years move like a river, far beyond what we once knew, but some moments stay suspended in a quiet golden hue. A memory wrapped in golden dust still glows beneath my skin, like a fading photograph that time could never dim. And every little heartbeat still trembles when it moves through the warmth of all the echoes I once shared with you. A memory wrapped in golden dust. The curtains dance to twilight, to the rhythm of the breeze, while your voice felt soft as candlelight falling gently over me. We spoke about forever like it waited just ahead, never knowing someday all we'd have would be these words unsaid. Some love stories disappear, some become the evening sky, still glowing after sunset, long after goodbye. A memory wrapped in golden dust still lingers in this room, like sunlight caught inside the air of a quiet afternoon. And every lonely evening, when the stars begin to bloom, I still find your gentle shadow inside the golden hue. A memory wrapped in golden dust. Maybe love becomes a shimmer, floating softly through the years, tiny fragments of forever hidden underneath the tears. And maybe every fading sunset carries pieces of the past, little sparks of something beautiful, still trying to last. A memory wrapped in golden dust still rests inside my soul, like the warmth of distant summer I was never meant to hold. Though tomorrow keeps unfolding and the nights turn silver blue, part of every line within me still belongs to you. A memory wrapped in golden dust, still glowing through. Golden dust, still shining for you. Your sweater still hangs quietly beside the bedroom door, like a ghost of softer evenings from a life we had before. The city hums beyond the window, but this room still speaks your name. And and every little ordinary thing feels different since you changed. I let go of almost everything, the tears, the sleepless nights, but some loves leave behind a light that never fully dies. The last thing my heart still keeps is the warmth of holding you, like candlelight in winter darkness, softly glowing through the blue. And every lonely midnight when the silence runs too deep, your memory becomes the only thing my fragile heart still keeps. The last thing my heart still keeps. I packed away the photographs, the letters and the rings, but somehow I could never hide the feeling you would bring. Your laughter still lives somewhere inside the walls at night, like echoes floating softly through the pale apartment light. Some people leave completely, some stay beneath the skin, and no matter how far time moves, part of you remains within. The last thing my heart still keeps is your voice beneath the rain, like a melody still trembling long after it has played. And though tomorrow waits for me beyond the tears and sleep, part of me still holds the love my heart could never release. The last thing my heart still keeps. Maybe healing doesn't mean forgetting, maybe it means letting go, while carrying the quiet beauty of the love we used to know. And maybe every broken heart protects one final flame, a tiny piece of tenderness still whispering your name. The last thing my heart still keeps is the softness of your eyes, still shining through the darkness like forgotten midnight skies. And even if the seasons turn our story into dreams, there will always be a place in me where your love still gently breathes. The last thing my heart still keeps, oh, still keeps you with me. My heart still keeps a part of you. The apartment barely whispers since you walked away that night. Even the clock feels quieter beneath the pale blue light. Your coffee mug still waits beside me, like it doesn't understand why your touch disappeared so softly from these trembling empty hands. Some absences grow louder than words could ever do, and every room keeps aching in the shape that once held you. Even silence misses you. I can hear it in the air, in the spaces between heartbeats, in the stillness everywhere. And every lonely midnight feels colder than it used to, like even silence in this house still reaches out for you. Even silence misses you. The curtains barely move now without your laughter near, and the moonlight through the hallway feels heavier each year. I still leave the radio playing just to soften all the blue, because quiet has become another way of remembering you. Maybe love does not vanish, maybe it changes form, living softly in the echoes long after someone's gone. Even silence misses you, like a song without refrain, like the sky forgetting sunlight, or a window missing rain. And though the world keeps moving beyond what we went through, there's a loneliness inside the quiet, still belonging to you. Even silence misses you. Maybe every empty hallway still remembers every word, tiny ghost of old conversations floating softly unheard. And maybe silence isn't empty, maybe it's where love remains, breathing gently through the darkness, calling out your name. Even silence misses you. I can feel it late at night, when the shadows touch the ceiling under fading silver light. And though tomorrow waits for me beyond this midnight blue, part of every quiet moment still keeps searching after you. Even silence misses you. Still missing you. Silence misses you. Still calling you. Silence misses you. There's a little cafe on the corner where we used to hide from rain. The same old lights still flicker softly, like they still remember your name. And every time I pass that window, time slows gently in my chest, like some part of us is waiting there where our hearts once learned to rest. Some love stories disappear, some become the evening sky, still glowing through the darkness long after goodbye. Where the love still quietly lives is somewhere deep inside the blue, in the silence after midnight, in the memories of you. And every little heartbeat still carries traces of the tenderness we left behind, where the love still quietly lives, where the love still quietly lives. Your sweater in my closet still smells faintly like your skin. And sometimes when the moonlight falls, I almost hear you breathe again. The city keeps on moving like nothing ever changed, but inside these quiet walls, your warmth still softly remains. Maybe love was never meant to vanish when we part. Maybe it becomes a candle still burning in the heart, where the love still quietly lives, is hidden in familiar things, in the faded photographs and in the songs the silence sings. And though tomorrow calls me beyond the tears and through the night, there's a place inside my soul where your memory still shines bright, where the love still quietly lives. Maybe every broken ending leaves a little light behind, tiny golden pieces floating through the corners of the mind. And maybe love survives forever, not in touch but in the way certain hearts keep softly glowing, even after love has changed. Where the love still quietly lives is underneath the midnight skies, in the warmth beneath my sorrow, in the tears behind my eyes. And though the years may carry me far beyond what we once knew, there will always be a place in me, still quietly loving you, where the love still quietly lives, oh, still quietly lives. Quietly lives, still loving you. fades in silence, where your laughter used to stay, and the moonlight through the curtains still falls softly in your shape. I touch the empty pillow like your warmth might still remain, but time has turned forever into echoes and into rain. Some loves become the future, some become the past, and some remain like fading stars, still beautiful at last. You were my everything, now memory, a song the night still sings to me, and every little piece of you still glows beneath the blue, like candlelight surviving long after love is through. You were my everything, now memory. I still hear your voice in thunder in the coffee shop downtown, and every crowded streetlight feels quieter without you now. The years have taught me healing, but not how to forget, because some hearts keep loving softly even after regrets. Maybe goodbye isn't ending, maybe it's learning to survive with a love that changed its form but never fully died. You were my everything, now memory, still drifting slowly over me, and every dream I wake from still carries traces of the tenderness we built together, in the quiet kind of love. You are my everything, now memory. And maybe somewhere far beyond the sadness and the years, our unfinished little story still survives beyond the tears. Maybe every broken ending leaves a light that never leaves, a tiny flame inside the soul, still learning how to breathe. You were my everything, now memory, but loving